My name is Sister Eva DiCamillo. I have been a Franciscan sister of Allegheny most of my life. I officially entered in 1947, February 2nd, 1947. But I say that before that, I had been a Allegheny Franciscan when I entered kindergarten. Because I entered kindergarten younger than most people, because I cried because I had no one to play with. And my mother took me, and the sisters accepted me as a kindergartner. And then I had sisters throughout my primary grades and junior high, and I loved the sisters. And that atmosphere and my mother and father's attitude toward the sisters taught me so much of respect for others, respect for the church, and being of service to others. While I was, the first thing I did as a Franciscan sister officially was to teach. I had no desire to teach. Then I asked 3 Reverend Mothers if I could go into healthcare. Finally, I got the yes from Regina Catherine, and I became an occupational therapist. And it was in that time that the changeover was very confusing to me. And I would spend a great time, I was stationed at St. Francis in Olean, and I would spend a great time at the Retiro and became aware of what I was learning by being in the Retiro and asked to become a member. I had to wait because she beat me to it. They would only take one new person at a time. So she entered in 77, and I entered in 78. And so my time there was great. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about how to live together quietly but effectively. And it was effective, fruitful, and yet it was fun, because we had a clown doll, and if you opened a closet door, Susie might be in there greeting you, the doll, and you'd be surprised about Susie. But my time in the Retiro was very much interrupted by my bandmate, Mary Lourdes, who asked me to come and become the director of the Mission Society. What I had learned in the Retiro helped me be sensitive to the members of the Mission Society. They were giving of themselves, and I had learned to do that in the Retiro. And so I could respond to their generosity in my notes to them and in my thanking them. And so it benefits anyone in the Retiro, the whole person, in what you're thinking, what you're doing, what you're growing in, and all of that. So my time there is still with me. I'm still using the things I learned in the Retiro even now in this far end of my life.